Hey everyone, hope you're having a great Friday. Mike here, and I just want to kind of go over what we can expect this weekend because we are expecting some rain. Everything looks good on my end. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Give me a thumbs up or mention it in the comments, please, just so I know that you can hear me and that everything is working fine. But in the meantime, here is a look at what we got going on. So the radar and satellite here, and you can see that storm system off to the west. That's going to bring us rain tomorrow, but also some clouds for your Sunday. It does look like Sunday actually ends up being the better day this weekend. So in terms of what we're tracking tonight, you can see it will be a quiet and dry Friday night. So if you want to head out this evening, do it. There's no issues. Rain and chilly for tomorrow, lots of clouds on your Sunday, and then the sun will slowly return as we go into next work week. So we're going to keep the clouds around for a little bit, but it looks like the rain will be mainly tomorrow. So here's a look what we got going on right now around 6 o'clock here on a Friday night. You can see a lot of sunshine actually out there in the distance. So those clouds, though, getting ready to move in from the west. So we're going to start watching those clouds build in here over the next several hours, and eventually it will be cloudy as we head through the overnight. Here's a look at the highs from today. You can see it was in the 50s in the mountains and 60s in the valley. So another rather cool day for this time of year. Not too bad, but it was still below average by a few degrees. So that is where we saw the recorded highs right now. And here's a look at the current temperatures. If you're heading out anytime soon, maybe you got a Friday night football game in another hour or so, temperatures are starting to drop into the 50s for many of us in eastern PA, central Pennsylvania, Williamsport, Lewisburg, and Selinsgrove, still hanging on to the low 60s, but you'll drop down into the 50s here within the next hour or two as well. So radar and satellite showing those clouds starting to build in central Pennsylvania here over the last couple of hours, but they're mainly just high clouds right now. The big system is still off to the west, and you can see that rain now moving through Illinois and starting to move into Indiana and approach Ohio. That will be starting to bring it our way tomorrow. But like I said, tonight, if you have Friday night football plans, or maybe you just want to go out for a night in town, we're going to be in the 50s, eventually dropping into the 40s once that sun goes down and we see temperatures cool off a little bit here. But the good news is that temperatures actually will not drop as much as they have the last couple of nights, and that's because of the cloud cover. So we're going to be mainly in the 40s across the area. A few typical cold spots may get down to, say, 38, 39, but majority of us, including the higher elevations tonight, will be in the 40s. You can see the lower 40s for the higher spots, and then we will be seeing the mid-40s for the valleys. So tonight, increasing clouds. The rain holds off until around 3 to 7 a.m., and then that's when it starts to build in here. So let's actually get on to that and show you rain chances after that point pretty much are 100%, and that is going to be for pretty much everybody as we go through the day tomorrow. It looks like tomorrow, unfortunately, from morning to sundown is going to be very rainy across our area. So another weekend day, I should say, that it's not going to be the best. So here's a look at Futurecast. Again, we got those clouds building in overnight tonight, but we're dry. Around 3 o'clock, it starts knocking on our doorstep in Clinton and Lycoming County, Snyder and Union County, pushes into LaPorte and Bloomsburg area and Pottsville area around 5. Wilkes-Barre and Scranton, 6, 7 o'clock for you is when things start. And then a little bit later, around maybe as late as 8 a.m. for Honesdale and even out towards Milford there. But by 8, 9 o'clock, everyone is seeing the rain. You could also see some of that yellow popping up. So we could see some moderate rain at times here, maybe even a few downpours. So just be aware of that. The good news, though, is that right now, at least, even though it seems like there's a lot of yellow here, which is also heavier rain, flooding does not seem to be a big concern with this one. So that is some good news that we are not expecting the rain to be too bad. We are expecting around a half an inch to an inch of rain, though, total-wise by Sunday morning, and that rain will continue there as well. I'm going to go back one more graphic here because I accidentally hit the wrong button, and we're going to play through that again. So we got the rain arriving tomorrow morning. Let me get us back here, 8 a.m. Here is around 10. You can see that rain still across the area, and then as we go into the afternoon, still seeing that rain 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening. Now we're still seeing that rain around here, even around dinner time. So like I said, from basically sun up to sundown tomorrow, it's going to be raining across the area. There will be some breaks here and there, but it's going to be very hit or miss. And then by Sunday morning, we start to see things taper off, at least with the widespread rain. However, we are tracking the possibility of maybe an isolated shower or two. I think this may be a little too much on Sunday, but 1 or 2 leftover showers cannot be ruled out completely. So even on Sunday, especially in central Pennsylvania, in the northern tier, make sure you're keeping your eyes out there for a pop-up shower. And then Sunday night, we dry out. And even on Monday, maybe even a few isolated showers as well on Monday. But here's a look at the forecasted rain totals until Sunday morning. 1/2 inch to 1 inch for most places here. You can see a little more once you start getting down, though, to, say, the Pottsville, Sealands Grove area, Bloomsburg, maybe a little over 1 inch here. Excuse me. But once you head north, you can see how numbers do drop off. So the farther north you are, the less rain there is. In fact, some places up here in farther in Wayne County may not even get a 1/2 inch here. And then it starts dropping, increases as we go farther south. So you can see farther north you are, less rain. The farther south you are, the more rain you can anticipate with this system. Hour by hour tomorrow with the icons and temperatures. Well, unfortunately, the clouds are going to keep the temperatures cool. I mean, we're going to be seeing temperatures tomorrow in the 40s and 50s. In fact, we'll be in the 40s for pretty much the entire day, maybe an hour or two where we can get out of the 40s and into the 50s here. But overall, it's going to be a cool day tomorrow. So northern tier in Bradford, Susquehanna, and Wayne County, you can see you're right around the 50s in the valleys and 40s for the mountains. Once we get into central Pennsylvania, you can see, again, Cogan House, Renova there, still in the 40s, Hartley in the 40s, and then 50s for Lewisburg, Sealands Grove, and Williamsport. Let's head over to the Wyoming Valley. Might get into the low 50s there for Wilkes-Barre and Scranton. I question if we can get to 53. I'm saying 51 here, and that's because temperatures usually don't go up more than a couple degrees in a day like this, and we're going to be dropping to around 45. So I'm hesitant to say we'll go up with 10 degrees tomorrow, but we'll see. Hazelton, 48, Tunkhannock, 48. That's about right for you. And then in the mountains here, you can see, again, 40s in the highest elevations, low 50s for the valleys as we go through tomorrow. So it's going to be a chilly rain, unfortunately. Not a good day to be outside. You're going to definitely need the jackets and the umbrellas here. The good news is, though, the wind does not seem to be too bad. So at least we won't have a blowing rain with it, especially with the temperatures here. I mean, I know it's fall, but, it's still chilly rain, even though it's still mid-October here. And overall, you can see the temperatures, like I said, across the region. For an overview of it on what we're looking like for tomorrow. So chilly rain for sure. And then, but the good news is at least Sunday, most of us are dry. We'll get a bit warmer into the low to mid 50s, mostly cloudy. Again, a few lingering showers in central Pennsylvania, but Sunday is looking a little bit nicer out there, but also breezier. Notice those winds around 8 to 15 miles per hour. So another weekend where, you'll be able to get outside, but it's not the nicest, unfortunately, here. But for the leaves that we are now seeing peaking across the area, the good news is that if it hasn't peaked, this will at least accelerate it if you're itching to get out there. And temperatures the next several days will be in the 50s. We do notice, though, that we climb up as we head into next week. The thing is, though, we're going to keep the clouds around Monday, a little bit on Tuesday as well. And then we'll finally get a mainly sunny sky in here, hopefully by Wednesday, if not Thursday of next week. So the sun returns. It's going to be gradually as we go through your next week here. So, and even with the rain chances, you can kind of see that we still keep rain chances in the forecast here, not just for tomorrow, obviously with that 100%, but 20% on Sunday, 30% for your Monday, and even a slight chance on Tuesday. And then we finally get rid of the rain completely as we go into Wednesday, Thursday, and even next Friday. So hopefully that means that we'll have a nicer weekend, but at least right now, long-term models are, to be quite honest with you, are not favoring that at all. It does look like another system may be coming through next weekend. We'll see exactly how the timing plays out. We're way out from that one, but unfortunately, it looks like this weekend and upcoming weekend, if you're hoping to maybe snag next weekend, is not looking too good. So Sunday is going to be your best bet, I think, here over the next couple of days to get outside, and as long as you don't have to take a day off during the week here. But here's what we're watching one more time. It's just this system that's getting ready to move in. Like I said, tomorrow going to be a rainy day, and then we'll get a mostly cloudy sky and cool day on Sunday. Temperatures will be in the 50s all weekend, guys. So that's pretty much all I have for you here. And anything changes, of course, we'll have it for you tonight on Fox 56 News at 10. But tonight, if you want to go out, enjoy the pumpkin patches, Friday Night Football, anything like that, maybe you want to see some Halloween decorations, be sure to also, if you have any decorations, send them our way. We'll show them on air here on Fox 56 News at 10. But with that, guys, have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you at 10 o'clock.